Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Today is June 3rd. We're in the 52nd day of distance learning and the middle of our 11th week. And in our backwards alphabet, today is G for grown-up day. See, look, I dressed like a grown-up. At the end of the video, we'll talk about some different occupations that grown-ups have, and maybe you can figure out what you want to be when you become a grown-up. But for right now, let's start learning. All right, I said today is G for grown-up day, so we're going to review our letter G. Our letter G starts out just like a capital C. It's a little down, not too far down. We're going to go up and around, just like the C, only we're going to keep going up and go in and down. So, around like the letter C, up and then in, out and down. Around, in, out, and down. Wow, these really come out nice when you take your time and do them right. Remember, preppies who are almost kindergartners, we need to give enough space in between our letters so that they don't touch. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now G seems to be a really big letter. It takes up a lot of room. So I'm going to have to go to the second line. Around, up, in, out, and down. 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 Let's see, that's 7, 8, 9, and 10. I got my 10 capital G's in. Lowercase g's, they're going to be around in the small spot, up, below the line with a tail. Around, up, below the line with a tail. Around, up, below the line with a tail. I think I can safely fit one in. Around, up, below the line with a tail. So I'm going to go down to my next line. Around, up, below the line with a tail. Make sure that when you go up, you don't leave a gap like I just left right there. You want to make sure that they touch. Around, touch where you started, maybe I should say that. Down below the line with a tail. Around, touch where you started, below the line with a tail. Around, up, touch where you started, below the line with a tail. Around, touch where you started, below the line with a tail. Let's see if I got 10. I think I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, I didn't get any overs this time. I did exactly 10 capital G's, G's, excuse me, and 10 lowercase G's. So not bad for writing, but now I think I want to make it with some Play-Doh. So I will take my Play-Doh out. This Play-Doh has done me good. I've made a lot of letters with it from home. And remember, if you don't have Play-Doh, you can go back to one of my earlier episodes. It's always the 1s or 6s. So 1, 6, was it 11, 16, 21, 26. Those are usually the episodes where I make something because that's a Monday. So you can find some homemade Play-Doh recipes on those earlier episodes. So I'm going to make my snake. And I'm moving my hands now across it to make it longer because I have to make 2 letters out of this. So let's give myself lots of room. There we go. I think my snake is getting long enough. I don't know. All right, I'll cut this off, and this will be what I use for my capital G. And this is what I'll use for my lowercase g. Now let's see, for my capital G, I need a couple straight lines for the in, out, and down. So I'm going to go around, and, oh, I don't really need that much, in and down. So I got all my pieces of my G. Now for my lowercase g, I'm going to go all the way up and then down. See, I went around, up and down, and I'm going to give it a tail at the bottom. So there's our capital G out of Play-Doh and our lowercase g. Not bad. Now it's time for some calendar. Here we are with our June calendar, and we still haven't figured out the pattern yet. So I'm hoping there's a new picture today. Or maybe we'll have a third wave. I don't know. Let's see if we can do our months of the year. Let's see if we can just say them. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Good job. And days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, snap, snap. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. All right, it's time for our pattern. Now I know we don't know what it is yet, but I'm hoping this next one will give us a clue. So you guys ready to see? It's something new. We now have wave, wave, bucket. These are good sand pictures. And look, there's even a bucket in the June picture and waves in the June picture. So maybe we'll see something else from the June picture. I don't know. I see an umbrella, the sun, the beach. Maybe we'll see one of those. But we finally changed our pattern. We'll have to wait and see what it is tomorrow to see if we get something new, or if we get a wave, or if we get a bucket. Whew. The beginning of the month is always hard because I can't figure out the pattern. But Super Preppies, it's also easy because we have to count. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. All done. Totally easy. So let's go over what today is. I'll put my little hat on today, and I'm going to go straight up, and it says today is Wednesday. Easy peasy. Yesterday is what already came, so I'm going to put my hat on. Yesterday was it's the T-U, Tuesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. And tomorrow hasn't happened yet, so it goes right there. Tomorrow is the other T, but it's the T and the H, Thursday. So let's check these out. We have today is Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Tomorrow will be Thursday. I can't believe how fast our time is now. And of course, it's now time to go check out the weather. Let's go check it out. Pretty easy today. I think it's only going to take a second. Let's go back inside. So today, windy, sunny, cloudy, partly cloudy, rainy, or snowy. Yeah, this one's not a tough one, guys. Today is going to be hot and sunny. Make sure you drink lots of water today. It's supposed to be the hottest day of the week. So our weather is sunny. Today's book is called The Hare Book by Graham Tether and illustrated by, I have to find his name, illustrated by Roy McKee. Oh, that's a cool dog. Hair, hair, it's everywhere. Some have a little, some have lots. Plain hair, striped hair, and polka dots. Curls and braids, beards and lashes, whiskers and eyebrows, and long mustaches. Dark hair, fair hair, wig hair, bear hair. Everybody seems to wear hair. So many different kinds of hair. Lambs have woolly coats to wear. Pigs have bristles. They don't care. And porcupines have quills that scare. With hair, there's so much to do. wash it, dry it, braid it, oh my favorite, dye it, curl it, clip it, comb it, snip it. And think of the things you could do if your hair just grew and grew and grew. You could make a ladder with your hair, or maybe the maypole at the fair. And if you grew a long goatee, oh my goodness, that's a small skinny beard, you could use your hair to water ski. Fish and snails, do they have hair? Not one hair, not anywhere. Be glad you're not a fish or a snail. Be glad you're not a hairless whale, a frog, a turtle, or a snake. Enjoy your hair for goodness sake. Plain or dyed, loose or tied, curly or straight. Hair is great. Oh my goodness. I liked all the pictures in that. That was a really good illustration by Roy McKee. The Hair Book. Now it's time for some math. Okay, it's time for us to do our numbers. Remember, the 1 and the 0 should be close to each other, but not close to the next group. So you have to give yourself a little bit of distance, but you want your 1 and 0 together so people know you're talking about 10 and not 1, 0. See, remember, if I do this, they don't look like 10. They look like the numbers 1 and 0 standing next to each other. So you don't want to do that. You want to get them close enough together so that they look like they're a partner. 10 tens. I wonder if I already have 10 tens. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm not even close. I have a lot more tens to do. Do you know how many more tens I have? Well, I'm going to put 6 in my head. Okay, I'm going to put the 6 in my head, and I'm going to keep counting until I get to 10. Ready? 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I made it to 10, and now my fingers will tell me how many more I need to draw. I need 4 more tens. Okay, so let me go back down here. I hope that's right. And I'm going to draw my 4 more tens. 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, and 4 tens. Let's see if I got, there's 8, there's 9, I got 10 tens. I did my 10 tens. Now today we're going to do a tally too. Okay, so now because it is Wednesday, we're going to do a tally. I'll put my number up there, and let's think of something I can tally. Well, since today is G for Grown-Up Day, why don't we do something that grown-ups usually wear? Not all grown-ups, but some grown-up guys wear these. Do you remember what these are called? Maybe your grown-up in your life wears a tie. So today our tallies will be ties. So a little triangle and then a skinny diamond. Okay, a little I did my triangle upside down. A little triangle and a skinny diamond. A little triangle and a skinny diamond. A little triangle and a skinny diamond. And we have a lot of ties. Well, let's see how many ties we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put number 6 down here, but I'm not ready yet. So let me put my little triangle and my skinny diamond, and we've got another tie. Wow, we're almost there. We need some more though. So let's see. Little triangles. Oh, I got ahead of myself. And skinny diamonds. And skinny diamonds. A little triangle and a skinny diamond. Well, I haven't been counting. I better finish counting. I have 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, will you look at that? Number 10 is just going to fit in my tally box. This is the first time all year we have filled the tally box. So cool. Now remember last week and I think the week before, I also talked about a different way to do a tally. Remember, you can take the first 4 and you can put a regular line next to them, like I'm going to do here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the last one, you go across. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last one, you go across. It looks like this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So when you put them in groups of 5 like this, you can easily see that's 5, and you can count them as groups of 5. In kindergarten, you're going to learn about skip counting, counting by 5s and 10s. It's going to be pretty exciting. So I'm giving you a preview of what you might see. But now it's time for some arts and crafts. Okay, everybody, for arts and crafts and PE today, I figured we would make our own rainbow fish. This is the completed project, and I had a lot of fun making it. So let's see how it was done. In order to make it, you need 1 sheet of construction paper that you're going to cut the fish out of, and a couple different colors that you can cut strips out of to do the weaving with. And then I had an extra sheet so that I can put glitter on it, shake the excess glitter off on. You'll also need some glitter, some scissors, some glue, and if you have them, googly eyes, but if you don't have them, some white and black construction paper works just fine, or even some white paper, and you can color in the eyeball black. So let's get started. I'll need a pencil to draw my fish. Now you want your fish to take up as much of the paper as you can. You can see the fins I added later. That's why they go off the page. But you can see my fish goes right up to the edge of the paper. And that gave me a lot more room to do weaving. So I'm going to go up with my pencil right up to the edge. And I'm going to have a little spike over here for the tail. That's going to become the fin later on. And then I'm going to go around one more time. I went right to the edge of the paper. And a tail. And that's going to become the other fin. And then I'll even put a smile in here. You don't want the smile to be too big though, because that cuts into the weaving area. All right, so now super preppies, I need you to cut out your fish. Remember, as I always say, the left hand does the turning and the right hand does the baby bites, baby bites, baby bites. Okay. And let's see. Turn with my left hand. Lots of little baby bites, baby bites, baby bites, baby bites. Now I'm going to cut out my mouth. Okay, so the next step, moms, dads, big brothers, big sisters, normally when teachers do this, what we do is we have pre-drawn lines on the paper, and that makes it easier for the kids to cut out. I want to make sure I'm not going off the edge of the other side because I don't want to cut through the fish, so I'm giving myself plenty of room. The smaller the lines are, or the closer the lines are together, the more pattern you're going to get on your fish. So, super preppies, we're going to cut only to the end of the lines. We're not going to go past what your parents or big brother or big sister drew. Just cut straight up and stop. Straight up and stop. Straight up and stop. Until you get to the end of your lines. Now we will open this up. And you can see I've got a really good, now on the other side I've got lots of pencil marks. I've got an old pencil mark there. So I'm going to flip it to the side where there is no pencil marks. And I'm going to use that side for my weaving. Now, super preppies, we're not quite ready to weave. What I have to do is I have to cut out some strips for us to weave with. And I'm going to tell you guys, the smaller you make the strips, this width right here, the smaller you make it, the easier it's going to be to weave. So cut out a couple of each color, and you want to go the whole length of the paper. I don't know if I'm going to need 2 or 3, so I'm just going to cut out 3 of each one. Super preppies, this is going to require a lot of cutting on your part, but I know you can do this. So parents, if they're not cutting a super straight line and you think a pencil mark would help guide them, definitely I would recommend that. All right, so I've cut out a bunch of strips here, almost done. Here we go. All right, so I don't need these anymore. I can put them off to the side. Now remember, the scraps from the fish you're going to want to keep because you can use the pointed parts for fins later on. All right, Super Preppies, it's time to weave. So I'm going to take one of my papers and I'm going to come up from the bottom and I'm going to lift my paper up so I can pull it through. Lift my paper up so I can pull it through. And I'm going to leave the last one right like that. I'm not going to try to go down here. So I have extra strips here. You can see I'll pull this through on the other side. You can see I have paper sticking out. We'll take care of that at the end. Let it stay. Now the next time you do it, you can do it like this if you want and do it exactly the same way you did the last one. Or you can do the opposite. And that requires you to go underneath where you see the last color and up above where the last color went under. So you're doing the opposite pattern and the opposite pattern of the one before. Now that one I can go all the way across. You can see I have extras. I'm going to tell you, Super Preppies, it's easier if you do the small sections first on the top and the bottom of the fish. So I'm going to do 2 rows on the top and 2 rows on the bottom. I'm just using any color. I don't have a specific color that I want. Just any old color. So let's see. I want to go under here and over. So then I can pick that up. I can pick that up and I can push that down. So once you get the top and the bottom done, then you'll be able to work in the middle, and it's much easier if you do it that way. So I'm going to come up from the bottom for this one. And parents, you may have to start it like that and then have the kids do the rest of the weaving. Pick it up, pull it through. Pick it up, pull it through. Pick it up, pull it through. I'm going to leave that like that and push it up as high as you can. Parents, you may want to do the pushing. That locks the weaving in place and it also gives you more room in the middle to work. So let's see, I will come up from the bottom and then I will pull it through, pull it through, pull it through, and go like that. Let's see, we'll do one more in the middle. Yeah, I in my example one, I had a lot of thicker strips. So this is going to work much better with the thinner strips. So cut your strips thin. Let's see. It's going to be hard to put in the last strip. And if you don't want to put it in, leave it out. If it's really hard to weave it and your child is getting frustrated, either you do it or just leave it out. It's perfectly fine. So I have all my strips of paper in, and I told you there were extras, obviously. You can go back and just cut the pieces off that are on the front. Give them a little bit of room and cut, and then you can go to the back and do the same thing. Now if you put that center strip in, they're tight enough together that they're not going to come out. If you're worried they're going to come out, you can always glue the extra tabs down. Okay, so I got rid of all my tabs, cut all those off, and my rainbow fish is almost done. But I remember in the story, at the end of the story, the rainbow fish kept one of her glittering scales for herself, and her tail and her fins had glitter on them. So I'm going to go back and put my fins in. I'm just going to cut that off. And I'm going to put that right there. And I think I will think I'll cut that one off and put it right there. So I'm going to get a little bit of glue. Dot, dot, not a lot. Put it underneath the fish and press down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should stay. Dot, dot, not a lot. Put that down below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push down, it should stay. Now we are ready to put some glitter on. So since we're going to be working with glitter, I'm going to put that big paper underneath to act as a collection. And I'm going to pick one scale, any scale you want. Let's see, we'll make it this one. I'm going to put glue all over that scale. Now Rainbow Fish had some glitter on their fins and some glitter on their tail, or on her tail. So I'm going to include that in mine too. And then I told you I had a glitter that was a mixture of all the other glitters that had been left over from previous projects. So I'm going to use that one because it's got all kinds of colors in it. Super Preppies, sprinkle your glitter on if you have it. Now here's another option too. Moms, sisters, if you have any old nail polish that has glitter in it, they can always nail polish some glitter on. It won't be as much, but it'll still be pretty cool and probably a lot easier to deal with. So I've done almost the whole thing. I just have to put a little more glitter on this one fin. And Preppies, the last step is to give your Rainbow Fish an eyeball. It's like it's swimming on its side so you can't see both eyes. So I'm just going to put one dot here. It's getting toward the end of school and my glue bottle is almost empty. And I'm going to put my eyeball right there. And ladies and gentlemen, there's my Rainbow Fish. I think this is a perfect arts and craft project for our Marcus Pfister month of stories. And we've already read 2 Rainbow Fish stories. I'm going to take my extra glitter. Parents, this is definitely a you activity. Older brothers and sisters, not for the kids. I'm going to fold my paper in half, tap it with my fingers, and most of it went back in. Glitter's really not that bad if you control it. It's not perfect, but it's not that bad. So that's it for Rainbow Fish. Let's do our last for the day, and that is our website. Now, I know we did G is for Grown-Ups Day, but I didn't really have a lot of access to different grown-ups who could talk about the kinds of jobs that they do. I did find some really cool videos on YouTube though, and I suggest if you're looking for a quick video, go to YouTube and search Alphabet Occupations. It's a cute little video. It has a different occupation for every letter of the alphabet. Catchy song. Cute. I think the kids will like it. But also if you just write or search for adult or occupations, you might find some interesting things, but make sure you preview it so that it's appropriate for the kids. So that's my website for the day. Going back to YouTube, look up Alphabet Occupations. Boys and girls, I know today is G for Grown Up Day, but I'm not ready for you to grow up quite yet. Go enjoy your day. Be a happy kid. Do something fun. Maybe talk to grown-ups about the jobs that they do and what's important. And you can learn a little about grown-ups, but I still want you to have fun being a kid. I'll see you all tomorrow, okay? Bye for now.